Nearly 1400 years ago, an event took place in a single night that changed not just one nation, but the entire course of human history. But what truly happened on that mysterious night? What unfolded in that silent moment that shook even the most powerful empires of the world? Today, we uncover the story connected to the beginning of a month that went on to transform the destiny of humanity forever. Ramadan is the sacred month whose single historic night changed the direction of human history nearly 1400 years ago. It was the blessed time when the sun of Islam rose and its powerful light shook the thrones of every tyrant and arrogant ruler across the world. During this very month, Muslims achieved the conquest of Egypt, opening a completely new chapter of strength and transformation in history. It was also in Ramadan that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ entered Makkah with 10,000 companions in a moment of unmatched victory. At that time, the foundation of the first Islamic governance was established in Makkah, marking a turning point for civilizations to come. Thus, Ramadan became not merely a month, but a decisive chapter that reshaped the destiny of humanity forever. The year was 610 CE, when, within the deep silence of the Cave of Hira, the Arab merchant Muhammad ﷺ sat absorbed in contemplation. He was searching for a profound truth that had not yet been revealed clearly to humanity, though its signs were quietly approaching. He sensed a greater purpose awaiting him, a mission whose time had not yet fully arrived, but whose presence he deeply felt. Suddenly, the silence shattered as a divine light descended, entering the cave and filling the surroundings with overwhelming radiance. A command was delivered. "You read in the name of your Lord who created you," marking the first divine revelation sent from Allah. With this, the first verses of the Quran were revealed, and that night became known as Laylatul Qadr, laying the spiritual foundation of what we now recognize as the month of Ramadan. This is the very month Allah chose to reveal the Quran, the most sacred book meant to guide all of humanity toward truth and justice. In earlier times, Ramadan was simply another month among the Arabs, without any special distinction or spiritual recognition attached to it. However, with the arrival of Islam, the identity, honor, and spiritual significance of this month transformed completely. With the revelation of the Quran, Ramadan became the period that permanently altered the course of human destiny. To understand how fasting became an essential pillar of Ramadan, we must journey back nearly 14 centuries into history. That was the time when Muslims, facing severe persecution, left Makkah and migrated toward Madinah in search of safety and a new beginning. In the 7th century, Arabia was a land overshadowed by oppression and cruelty, where injustice dominated everyday life. Idol worship had spread so deeply that even the sacred environment of the Kaaba had been affected. Muslims were tortured simply for spreading Islam, forcing many to migrate from Makkah to Medina in search of safety. Initially, Ramadan was observed like any other month without special obligations. However, in the second year after migration, Allah revealed in Surah Al-Baqarah the command making fasting obligatory upon believers. This moment marked a turning point in the spiritual discipline of the Muslim community. From the revelation of this verse, the practice of fasting began and has continued unbroken until today. Ramadan was officially established as the sacred month of fasting within Muslim society. From that time onward, the month gained special status as a period of devotion and self-discipline. Gradually, Ramadan became a time for spiritual renewal within the community. Each year, its arrival strengthens faith and renews motivation among believers. Thus, Ramadan evolved into not merely a time period, but a powerful opportunity for personal and collective transformation. Throughout history, countless wars and upheavals reshaped civilizations, and many empires rose and fell. Muslim power sometimes weakened, yet the practice of fasting in Ramadan never disappeared. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ declared that those who fast with faith and sincerity would have their past sins forgiven. This promise deeply inspired believers across generations. As a result, Muslims embraced fasting with greater devotion and dedication. Ramadan thus secured its place as a month of purification and self-discipline in the hearts of believers. Fasting existed in earlier religions where people observed abstinence on certain sacred days. Christians and Jews also practiced fasting during specific periods, though it was not always compulsory. Islam established fasting as one of the core pillars of faith. Narrations mention that during Prophet Adam's time, people fasted 3 days every month. Prophet Musa alayhi wasallam also fasted for 40 consecutive days on Mount Sinai. Later, Islam made fasting for the full month of Ramadan obligatory for Muslims until the end of time. Ramadan is not merely a month, but a special period for purifying both body and soul. The term originates from the Arabic root implying burning away impurities to create brightness. Just as fire refines metal, fasting refines human character and lifestyle. The month teaches patience, self-restraint, and compassion among people. Ramadan is not simply about enduring hunger, but about spiritual purification. Therefore, it plays a powerful role in reshaping personal character and moral strength. According to scientific observations, regular fasting may provide various health benefits and help reduce the risk of several diseases. Research suggests controlled fasting can improve metabolic functions within the body. Studies from different countries indicate that fasting may assist in lowering harmful cholesterol levels. Some findings show fasting may reduce risks related to heart disease and diabetes. A study published in 2012 also highlighted positive health impacts linked to fasting practices. Therefore, beyond religious importance, fasting is also considered beneficial from a health perspective. Ramadan and its fasts proved to be a powerful means of controlling human desires and disciplining the inner self. Tribes in Arabia that had fought each other for generations gradually transformed into a more organized and civilized society under the spiritual influence of Ramadan. After the conquest of Makkah, Ramadan became a month filled with remarkable beauty and spiritual atmosphere. Markets of Makkah and the valleys of Madinah appeared lively and peaceful, creating a sense of celebration and unity among people. Communities gathered in devotion and compassion, strengthening social harmony. Thus, Ramadan emerged not only as a month of worship, but as a transformative period for society as a whole. The purpose of fasting in Ramadan is not merely enduring hunger and thirst, but developing empathy for the poor and the weak. Fasting trains individuals to control their desires and strengthens discipline over both body and mind. Some scientific studies suggest that controlled fasting may improve patience, mental clarity, and cognitive abilities. Fasting is a form of sacrifice aimed at nurturing patience and moral strength within individuals. The Quran declares that fasting was prescribed so that believers may become righteous and conscious of God. Through fasting, people gain opportunities for spiritual and ethical improvement. Because of Ramadan, certain traditions began that continue even after 14 centuries. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to break his fast with dates and water, a practice still widely followed today. Muslims around the world give special importance to dates during iftar. This act is not merely about food, but represents adherence to prophetic tradition and unity among believers. Observing similar practices globally strengthens the sense of unity within the Muslim community. Thus, even a simple act has evolved into a global cultural and spiritual symbol. During Ramadan, financially capable Muslims donate a portion of their wealth to those in need, creating one of the largest charity movements in the world. This practice helps maintain economic balance within communities. Millions of Muslims across the globe distribute zakat and charity, offering relief to the less fortunate. As a result, many struggling families experience hope and support during this time. Ramadan strengthens social responsibility and compassion among people. It also bridges gaps between different economic classes, promoting collective welfare. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam described Ramadan as a month of mercy, forgiveness, and salvation, during which the gates of paradise are opened. A person who witnesses Ramadan yet neglects fasting is considered truly unfortunate. Fasting is a form of worship whose reward is known only to Allah. According to a sacred narration, all deeds belong to a person except fasting, which is for Allah alone, and He Himself grants its reward. Therefore, fasting greatly strengthens faith and spiritual awareness. Ramadan offers believers an opportunity to realign their lives toward righteousness. The purpose of Ramadan is not limited to fasting for a month, but to transform life toward greater goodness and discipline. The month has deeply influenced global cultures and continues to do so today. Ramadan now holds the power to influence global markets and economic trends. During this time, Muslims spend generously and support charitable causes, contributing to economic circulation. Zakat and charity practices help support the needy and maintain economic balance. Thus, Ramadan holds not only religious importance, but also social and economic significance worldwide. Today, Ramadan attracts global attention and is observed across many countries with great enthusiasm. Cities in Europe, America, and other parts of the world display special arrangements and decorations during this month. Markets, cultural centers, and communities reflect the spirit of Ramadan through various events. Governments and world leaders also extend greetings recognizing the significance of the month. The fasting tradition that began 14 centuries ago has now become part of the lives of millions worldwide. Ramadan has thus evolved into a truly global spiritual experience. We would love to know your thoughts and feelings about Ramadan, so feel free to share them in the comments. If this discussion made you proud as a Muslim, do not forget to like and share the video with others. Subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell to receive more historical and informative content. Your support motivates us to create better videos in the future. We hope to see you again in our next video with new topics and insights. Until then, stay safe and take care.